Greetings to everyone. Good day. So I am Cabugnason with my co-teacher, Mr. KLINT MAJESTAD. And today we are excited to discover a new topic. So who among you here has an idea about our new topic that we're going to discuss for today's meeting? So let's hear from this handsome gentleman at the back, Mr. Ken Palomar. Any guess? Yes, it might be. Alright, thank you for your participation. So, for today, we will be going to discuss about evolutionary leadership theory. Right? So, let us discuss this train of information so that we can synthesize in a way that we can process and digest it clearly. Alright? Let's do this! When we talk about evolutionary leadership theory, it emphasizes the ability of a leader to consciously and effectively transform worldviews, cultures, as well as institutions to create a more and sustainable society. So these are the designated competencies on how to act as a foundational framework for developing evolutionary leaders. So we have first, personal evolution.
Personal evolution competency supports leaders in developing a complexity of consciousness and new worldview through becoming a different kind of observer of the world. Most of our leaders operate conventional mind according to Kagan 2022, influenced by the tribal mindset that makes people put their tribe's survival first and consider their tribe's culture as the main point of the reference for understanding and dealing with complex world.
So since we done discussing about the first competency, so do you have any question? Alright, I guess we don't have any question. So let's proceed to the second competency, which is the emotion and generative language.
So evolutionary leaders use the power of emotions and language to bring forth new realities. This competency invites leaders to master their emotions in a way that sets the foundation of the healthy relationship for caring, for seeing the other as a legitimate others. According to Maturana 2021, and for setting the context for generative dialogue.
So since we've done discussing the second competency, which is the emotion and generative language, wherein the emotion of a certain leader, it plays a crucial role on how they're going to manage within their jurisdiction. So now, let's delve into the third competency, which is the system thinking.
System thinking offers a powerful tools for observing the dynamics and outcomes of a system. It is a discipline for seeing the whole, not just parts, a method for seeing visible and invisible causes of our world problems. System thinking enables leaders to influence the dynamic of these systems, and it can be direct their ability to design new social and technological systems to promote justice, well-being, prosperity, and harmony with nature.
So since we've done discussing the system thinking, which delve into the holistic approach of how we're going to address a certain problem, not only focusing on certain parts, but focusing in an overall approach of how we're going to find a solution in a certain issue.
Systemic sustainability. Most people think of sustainability exclusively as an environmental issue. Systemic sustainability defines sustainability as a macro-complex system made up of three important subsystems. We have the environment, human, and instructional sustainability. Each one of these subsystems supports the existence of other two, which makes all three subsystems mutual interdependent. Together, the three subsystems bring forth an emergent complex new system.
So I think that would be all of my part. So I hope that the things that you have learned to me, you would be able to apply it to your both personal and professional development. So being a leader is not only a position, but a responsibility that we need to embody for us to be able to guide those people that within us. So I'm gonna wrapping this by saying thank you for listening, everyone. So let's welcome our second teacher, Mr. KLINT MAJESTAD.
Good day, everyone. Thank you very much, Teacher Clark. And to continue our discussion for this day, now let's move on to teacher leadership. Now, what is teacher leadership? According to McCallen and Lee in 1988, teachers typically define career satisfaction in terms of their ability to be of service to others and make a difference in the lives of their students.
According to the study of Devani in 1987, studies have shown that teachers do not subscribe to traditional definitions of leadership as higher or superior positions within the organizational hierarchy. Instead, teachers view leadership as a collaborative effort, a bonding together with other teachers to promote professional development and growth and improvement of educational services.
Now, let's continue to instructional leadership. Instructional leadership skills are the traits possessed by effective educational leaders to inspire action and optimism. This leadership set an example for others by treating people fairly and making an impression with their honesty and integrity.
Effective leaders are supportive of those around them and provide inspiration to achieve individual and collective goals. They use their excellent communication skills to gather feedback, ask for ideas, and make informed decisions regarding the process of the educational institutions they run. Instructional leadership is most commonly associated with school principals who manage curriculums, budgeting, and scheduling and are responsible for the success of each student in their schools. These individuals often strive to empower teachers to become leaders themselves, distributing the weight of the school's responsibilities more equitably and providing model of teamwork for students to look up to.
Now, let's discuss the skills related to instructional leadership. The first one is communication skills.
Verbal and written communication skills are essential to leadership success. An instructional leader must be able to effectively communicate their intentions regarding students' education. This may involve emails and other written communication, or it could mean holding meetings with teachers to set goals and assess lesson plans.
And then the second one is effective planning.
When we talk about effective planning, it is an instructional leader's ability to research and provide necessary resources, improves learning, and allows teachers to be more effective at their jobs. For example, a principal may adopt new technology for teaching tools and for overseeing staff initiatives, and this process requires planning. Instructional leaders must be able to maintain a balance between procedure and adaptability to support creativity and innovative teaching in their schools.
The third one is trustworthiness.
Trustworthiness. A positive and fair leader easily earns the trust of their staff, allowing the staff to look to the leader in good times as well as in challenging times. A good instructional leader can remain calm and fair during a discussion where people present opposing ideas, weighing the merits and drawbacks of each while gathering feedback from other members of staff who would be affected by any changes in plans.
Followed by competence.
Competence. Teachers rely on instructional leaders for information associated with instructional methods, current trends in education, and other pertinent news related to effective teaching. Additionally, principals are expected to be a visible representation of positivity and transparency in the institution, leading by example and focusing on important learning objectives to promote innovations in teaching.
And lastly, team building and collaboration.
Team building and collaboration. As the role ultimately responsible for the success of a school, an instruction leader must be adept at uniting the staff and students to further the creation of new ideas and teaching methods. They must be able to create a dependable team that works together to create a more effective and positive learning environment.